House Bill HB 2811. Short title, same day registration, prohibition. We have talked about this before because it has come up before.
It has.
And this is such a simple thing. It makes so much sense, and I don't understand why we even need a bill to do this. But all it does is that it prohibits a department, agency, division, etc., to register a person to vote on an election day and then deem that person eligible to vote in that election. It makes sense that you have a little bit of a lag time to make sure that the person is eligible, so you don't have to deal with it later. And also it increases the ability to spot if there is some kind of well, if the person really was not eligible to vote in the first place. But there seems to be a lot of opposition to it. As a matter of fact, this bill has not been scheduled yet for a committee hearing in the Senate. However, it did pass the House 31 to 28. So what that means is there was one abstention. I don't know who was the Democrat that abstained, but all the other Democrats, 28 of them, voted against this bill. Why the Democrats want people to register the same day and vote, it's beyond me. I mean, it's not like, I mean, you have like 2 years to register between elections, usually.
Well, the minimum time is 29 days.
Well,
in the state of Arizona, the minimum time to register for an election is 29 days.
I mean, if you cannot do it before that 29 days, I mean, what's wrong with you?
Well, I mean, look at what happened in Georgia. You know, they had the same day registration and election. All right, look what happened in Georgia. So, I mean, that's all you need to look at. So,
Yeah,
I
well,
mean, that tells you all of it.
And that gives you the answer why the Democrats want it. So anyway, folks, if it does come up in committee, I definitely think that you should contact legislators and tell them that you favored this bill. Hopefully, it'll pass in the Senate as well.
Well, I mean, to me, the thing about it is that it prohibits people from out of state coming in here on the same day and registering to vote, as what happened in Georgia. And another thing I don't know that people may not be aware of is there's a provision in the code that says if you are registered in the state of Arizona and you move to New Mexico or California or wherever you move to, and you move within the 29 days, then you're still entitled to vote in Arizona elections, even though you're residing in another state, so long as
you're not registered in the other state.
so long as you're not registered in the other state and you didn't move 30 days prior to the election.
So there's every possible safeguard in this. So that's not the problem. The problem is that these Democrats want to have the ability to do shenanigans. It's the only thing I can figure why they would want this. But
well, I mean, it prevents any political party from doing it. It doesn't
yeah,
make
but who's voted against and who's voting for?
Well, I understand. I understand.
You know?
I
It
understand.
applies to Republicans as well as Democrats. you
Of
know.
course, yes.
But
Yeah.
who's opposing it and why?
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.